to give it our best shot.
It may just be lunch, but what the heck, eh?
Oh, lunch ain't bad.
Christopher Ward here on the roof of Much Music. Bon Jovi Day, and you'd almost think they could hear me, wouldn't you?
I know. Geez, something's going on down there.
Would you like the cheese buns or the other kind?
Girl, my mother sees this and I'm not wearing an apron. She'll kill me.
I think these guys look like the cheese bun type of guys.
Denise and Laurie's catering. Go. 591-5555. What would you like? A hamburger or a hot dog?
I'll have a hamburger.
Hamburger?
How would you like it done?
Cooked.
It's a barbecue maniac.
Oh, I love barbecue at home, yeah.
Come on down.
Come on down.
I want extra money for this. Shit going.
Basking in the sunlight of the Rooftop Barbecue with John Bon Jovi. Welcome, John.
Thank you. Thanks. Good to be here.
It's been 4 years since you were here in Toronto?
Yeah, the El Macambo last time.
Yeah.
Fans have always been you've been very big on your fans and very concerned about them. But now, is it getting to a point where you have to be a little wary of your fans? There's just so many. And
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's a little different. You can't just walk out now. People just, like, go nuts. It's not that bad if you got a couple people. Like, we go to the mall and we, try to disguise ourselves a little bit. It's just when you got, like, 200 people.
yeah.
But it's fun, though. I mean, I don't resent them at all. I mean, that's the whole reason why we're here. You know what I mean? I think when people start to resent their fans and hate them, that's basically the beginning of the end, in my opinion.
Everyone Wet's now sold, what, over 7 million records and still climbing. And a lot of people are saying that the reason for that is that you're actually selling records right off the stage. Like, it has to do with your live performance.
I think what happens is when I go out there, if I fall down, I fall down. It's not the guy that I take out of the road case tonight, It's meant to be very honest. I mean, maybe tonight I don't hit the high note, but you're going to know that I tried with every ounce of energy that I had, and I'd rather die on the stage than not try to hit that note. You know what I mean? It's that kind of feeling. So you'll get a critic that'll say, oh, this is too this or this is too that, but they really make the kids happy. You know what I mean? And it works that way, and I don't mean by saying kids, oh, little kids or whatever. I call my father or mother a kid. I call you a kid, or people happy, because we just try very hard to be honest about it, and we don't ever pretend to be anything more than that.
I know you've always said that rock and roll is a contact sport and you want to be able to touch the people right in the front rows. Is there something in your rider that stipulates how high the barricade should be?
You carry your own barricade, and the way our stage is built now, knock on wood or Formica, we're doing the stadiums. So a lot of our American stage is left in the trucks, unfortunately. But what happens in the arenas is there's a 15-foot thrust that's built down in 2 levels. And so I'm right down in the crowd anytime, it goes right straight down. But I enjoy that. I really get off on the idea of getting down in the crowd and singing down there. And, I lose a lot of T-shirts that way.
So your fans don't pull the Peter Gabriel treatment, like when he steps off the stage, they carry him gently over their heads.
I wish I could do that. I wish I could go out to the 99th row and sit down and take a swig of somebody's Pepsi or something.
Yeah. You come back with no clothes on, probably.
No, it doesn't work for me.
Remember the first time you heard Bon Jovi? Yeah. No, well, I remember the first time I saw him.
What was that?
On a picture.
And that you didn't even hear the music and you knew you loved them?
Now the music kind of pushes me into loving him more.
Oh, yeah. Are you going to go to the show tonight?
Mm-hmm.
What about you? When was the first time you heard the band?
When the Slippery When Wet album came out.
See the videos at all?
A few of them.
And what did you think? You like the music or the looks of the guys?
I love the music and I adore the looks.
Is New Jersey really the home of American rock and roll?
Well, it is for us because that's where we're from. There's a lot of good talent that came out of there, and I think it's cool.
Why do you think it is? Why do you think so much good talent's come out of New Jersey?
Well, New Jersey was a big place to jam.
Yeah.
Like when Johnny and I were growing up, and we played in our first bands together when we were 16, and you would just jam with anybody, get up and play Louie Louie and just do any kind of, good old rock and roll song. And that's what made for all musicians jamming together, and made for just a good scene. Until they raised the drinking age and the whole scene died. But we were like the last generation of that. And it was a great place just to come down and hop up with any band and just sing, and if even you didn't know the song, you know, just good old rock and roll fake it, you know?
Yeah. There are only so many chords.
Yeah, that's it. 1/4. You got 3 chords in there. Hang out around one of them, and you'll be all right in a couple of minutes, you know?
Sooner or later, they'll get to you.
That's right.
Every time I read an interview with Bon Jovi, you've always said how you don't want the poster boy pin-up a glamour image, that you're really songwriters and want to make sure that everybody gets that point. But every time I look around, I see huge glossy posters of you and the way your videos come across. You think you're losing that battle?
Well, at least I went down with a good fight. You know, I mean, we don't make album covers that are pretty. You know, we don't make videos that are pretty. As far as posters and that are concerned, we have this little Jewish guy down in Atlanta, Georgia. You know, he just runs around and goes, "I can make you money on this." And you go, "Ira, go away, will you?" And then he puts these things out on me without even telling us. You know, he uses these year-old pictures because we won't do it for him. You know, you know, it's nothing that we really find fun. But even yesterday, I saw a door-size poster of Mick Jagger on sale for $2.99, which I would have bought.
I understand you're not content with just being a rock star. You want to make sure you understand exactly how the business works.
Some people tell me I take it too seriously, and other people say I don't know why you get involved in it. But I enjoy that end of it. You know, I like knowing what we do for a living instead of waking up one day and having them tell me it's all over. And by the way, you know, you owe the government $9,000 or something. You know, you wake up and go, and I see it happens to a lot of people. And I want to know it, you know, how I can put another row of seats in without getting in trouble for, you know, I mean, those kind of things are important to know.
You've always made a point of telling people that Bon Jovi isn't a band that goes out making heavy statements, lyrically or politically.
Rock and roll to me is, you know, in my small, humbled opinion, is entertainment. That's all. I'll leave that up to Little Steven and you two and, you know, and those kind of bands. To me, you know, I want our shows to be nothing more than a chance to go out and lock the door. When you come into that arena or into that stadium, that's it. You know, there's no more wars and countries and politics and vote for me and don't vote for this. Because it's, this is just supposed to be a smile and a little bit of sweat.